Hello, I wanted to make this video to show you how to use Plotly and what Plotly looks like and how it can be used in both chemistry and physics. So first thing I do is I have this web browser open, just a basic Google Chrome, and I'm going to go plotly.com, and it should take me right to the website. Now Plotly is kind of like, it's a graphing program is what it is. And so the first thing you'll want to do when you get to Plotly is you're going to want to sign up if you have not already done that. So if I click on sign up, you can enter your email, come up with a username and password. But what I recommend is just click this G+ button down here, because that way you don't have to remember a password, you don't have to remember an email. All it does is just sync up with your Google account. So that's what I would recommend doing. I've already done that. So once you have an account, all you do is click sign in. I just click the G+ button and I click my account that I want, and it should pop right up. And so then it's going to ask me all these things. So it says all this different stuff, but what I want to go is click create, and I want to create a chart. And so then it's going to load this new Plotly 2. I'm very familiar with Plotly 1, and I've just started playing around with Plotly 2, and Plotly 2 seems to work pretty good. So let's just say we want to make a graph that on here. So we can see up here in the top right, we have a whole bunch of cells. In the bottom right, we have the graph, and over here we have some information as to how we can get the graph to look like what we want to. The first thing I want to do is I want to specify over here what column over here that I want to be X. And so X, I want to be A, and so I want whatever data. Oh, I guess I have to enter the data over here. So first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to enter data over here, like that. So I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to enter the data that I want for my y-axis. And so I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? And so then once I've entered that data, then I'm going to specify what I want to be the x-axis and what I want to be on the y-axis. So that's over here on the left side. So I'm going to go x, I want to be my A, and y, I want to be my B. And then you can see that the graph is made over here. Well, let's say I mixed it up. Well, all I have to do is come over here and switch the axes, like so. And then it switches it. Okay? So then the key thing is, in terms of type of plot, the only type we'll ever do is a scatter plot. Ever. So don't worry about any other kinds of plots. All we want is a scatter plot. The last key part, or I guess you could enter your plot, your name, so you can type in name of graph. Then you could type in, this is number, whatever your y-axis is and whatever your x-axis is, and you can include units, okay? Now one thing that we'll want to be able to do is over here on the far left they give you all these different options, okay? And so we want to click on analysis, and we're going to want to click plus analysis, and the key thing that we're going to want to do is click the curve fitting. And so then this thing called fit will show up, and I'm going to drop that down. The most common fit that we will do in both chemistry and physics, we're always looking for some kind of linear fit. And so that's the linear fit. If I wanted to change the fit, then I could just click there and it tells me that I can't save it, but then all I'd have to go down here is run. So if I wanted to run a peak, you have to select the chart type. So up here, you have to make sure you select what chart you're doing, which is this guy up here. Then you can click run, and it runs it, and then all the value, the R squared value, that tells you how close the fit is to what it's actually, how close the line is to what it actually is fitting. And so the closer it is to 1, the better. And so that's a pretty good fit. However, in this case, it should be a linear fit. And so if I run it, it's a perfect 1. And then the key thing is down here, it tells me my M and my B. My M stands for slope. My B stands for y-intercept. And so I can write my equation in the y equals mx plus b form, which is written right here, mx plus b. And so then once we got all that stuff, then all we need to do is come over here, because I'm going to ask you guys to include this in your graph. Here, all you have to do is you can take a screenshot of this graph, crop it, and then you got it. And that's your graph.